aggressive tri-lane coming out from Council Gaming. Let's do some formal introductions of both teams right now. Who are we going to start with? I don't know. Probably Pink. We got Rakudo on the Keeper of the Light buying some wards, Magic Wand, and some Tango. He's going to be playing that defensive tri-lane. We got Caillou with some sentries. Looks like he was probably... Yeah, he did a fast bottle build and a support gave him sentries. So Caillou taking that Quap into the middle lane. Morphin, the carry, lots of regen. Looks like he's going to go in Aquila with the Slippers of Agility. Maybe just a Wraith Band, that's what they're called? Yes. So Morphin playing the Luna. We got Icon going to the off lane. Got that Stout Shield, Tango's Salve, 3 branches. So playing that off lane Clockwork is Icon. And of course Fallen here, who I'm going to call Fallen because I'm pretty sure that's what he goes by. And I don't really want to say per 100 times. So Fallen taking that Rubik. He's got wards, sentries, and some regen. And now for Council Gaming, we got Darkin here on the Phantom Lancer carry. He's expecting a defensive tri-lane coming out from Nexus Gaming, and he is correct. As we can see, he's just bought this Quelling Blade. Makes sure he doesn't miss his last hits. He's a hero, it's easy to last hit. Alright, sorry, I had to type that out. And we're back. Where was I? Darkin on the PL. We got stand-in.notreally.sacred, so I'm assuming he's not really a stand-in. So Sacred playing that Shadow Demon, lots of regen as you need in the tri-lanes. Maybe not so much in a defensive tri-lane when the other team is not going aggressive, but that's besides the point. We got Brink taking that Templar Assassin in the mid lane, also going fast bottle, but instead of getting a salve like Caillou, he's just got 3 Tangos. What am I clicking on? My gosh, we got Break in the off lane, so he's playing a hard off lane here against 3 heroes for Nexus. So we'll see how Break does in this scenario. Skewer, as we know, has got nerfed, only 600 range. Level 1 the range scales, and we got Combine finally playing that Leshrac, and let's make sure we're not going to miss any action. If that action's going to come, I think it's going to be in the mid lane pretty early. Maybe not. We got some supports and Rakudo rolling around doing the zoning out. So it looks like Rakudo playing the 5, I'm not sure. Fallen here just stacking up the Ancients. And I guess Rakudo can just farm those later with Illuminate. As we see Coddle's doing a lot these days. Just stacking that jungle and then using Illuminate to pretty much flash farm a mech. You can get mech by about 15 minutes no matter what happens. Unless you're really getting crushed. And in the bot lane, do we have a stack here at this camp? Yeah, so both supports for both teams stacking up the easy camps. So I think we're not really going to see that much action anytime soon. So I will cover a little bit of the playoffs. They will be a double elimination best of 3 format. So if you lose your first game, you're going to go to that lower bracket where there's still best of 3s. But if you lose that again, you're going to be out. Thus the term double elimination. The team that stays in the upper bracket the entire time and gets to the finals, they will have a 1-game advantage in that finals, and it will be a best of 5 with, again, the upper bracket team having a 1-game advantage. So pretty much the ideal tournament layout, and that'll be the 8 teams. There'll be 2 games a week, I believe, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday. So we'll be covering it all, really. So you can check us out at youtube.com/FMBPDota for all that coverage. Kingdom and Fopsy, YouTube is Kingdom Nerdia. He'll be covering them all as well. Or not all. Well, we'll get them all covered between the 2 of us, that's for sure. So let's see what those sentries were used for. I don't know if they gave them to Caillou. He's still got them both. Yeah, I guess they're obviously just for TA, so he can... if TA melds, he can get off a Scream or get off a Shadow Strike and make sure that refraction's off and pretty much dominate the lane against TA. And I think that's actually really smart to buy those sentries, have the support buy them up. But buying those sentries, there was no warding, it looks like, from Magnus Break into the top lane to block that pull camp, so they didn't need the sentries for that. But when you do buy those sentries to feed them to the mid lane, you're not going to have them to deward those pull camps. And when you're doing a defensive tri-lane, you really need those pull camps to get your levels, unless you can just constantly kill their offlaner, but not going to be the case. Magnus has a very powerful escape, and he's quite tanky. Alright, I guess it's time to check out the last hits. Both carries at 19, but a whole lot of denies here for Morphin on the Luna. Sitting at 14 denies. That's pretty crazy. So both 20 last hits, so the carry is doing about even. Bottle crowing here is Brink in the mid lane. Quap, still full bottle charge. No one's 6 yet, so once this mid lane is 6, we might see an attempt either in the mid lane, or we'll see Brink roam out, try to get some kills, or Kai try to get some kills. Depends on who's going to get that first, the rune at 6 minutes, maybe the 8-minute rune, depending on how XP goes. Kai using his illusions to scout the rune, maybe even deny it if it's there. If Brink gets there first. Brink, no boots yet, bottle crowing. And Caillou, also no boots. But the last hit's in the mid lane, 15 to 10, so Caillou, a little bit ahead in that regard. It looks like the supports for Council Gaming is going to pick up that bot rune. He's got the haste. Icon's disrupted. The Shadow Poison's thrown on. Where's the Soul Catcher? Not even going to waste it because no one else is around. So just going to do a little bit of harass. Put some Shadow Poison on.
Middle is missing.
Take Icon back behind the tower just a little bit. And I want to look at the XP because that's really the only tell right now of who's really doing better. This offlane Clockwork, level 1 with 0 XP. So, level 2 with 94 XP. It looks like Council Gaming going to be ahead in the XP, and if we check the graph, indeed they were about 500, and going to approach that soon. So, arguably the offlaner doing a little bit better for Council Gaming. We'll see how this affects Clockwork here. He can disrupt the wave with cogs. I've seen Clockworks do that sometimes, where they just cog the creep. So, looks like in the mid lane. Oh. No, thought we were going to have a little bit of a dive there. Maybe he was going for the carry, or it was Caillou, because it was right there. The Prismatic Drake for the Premier League. I don't know what it looks like normally. I don't know how many games this guy's watched. Looks like it's got a bit of an aura going, but we'll come back to the mid lane. Caillou's getting pretty low. Spot up his Gloves of Haste. What's he doing? He's got a salve up, but TA can burst you pretty quickly. It's like Fallen getting a little harassed down there on the Rubik. Once level 3 hits, that shockwave is going to be... It's 75 at level 1, so it's not really that big of a deal. But at 150, break here on the Magnus, we'll be able to kind of harass those supports out of the lane. Landing a couple... Oh, we got a mad dash at the top rune. It's not even there. The rune is bot, and looks like with Blink, Caillou will get it, but it is just a regen. And we have an attempt on Icon's life. Soul Catcher lands, 2 Shadow Poison applications. And it looks like we had a Spirit Lance and a Split Earth. No, I don't know if Split Earth was used. But a Diabolical Edict was dropped. And I think Council Gaming here, if they just get a quick Aquila or Bass onto Darken the Phantom Lancer with Split, or sorry, Diabolical Edict on Leshrac, they could really push this bot tower down pretty quickly. I mean, Clockwork has a little bit of lane push with his rockets, but just now hitting level 2, he didn't even have the rockets for a long while. And again, the carry is still tied at last. It's 46 and 46. Mid lane going a little bit in Caillou's favor, at least in terms of last hits. XP looks to be about the same. They're both the same level right now. Highest level in the game, actually, because of all the defensive tri-lanes. Splitting XP 3 ways or 2 ways. And in the top lane... No. What level is that losing beam? Level 3, so it's doing quite a bit, about 225 damage. But still not enough to take down that tanky Magnus, especially behind his tower. So the supports have rolled out of the top lane. They realize Icon's getting kind of shut down here, so Fallen and Rakuto maybe gonna try to help him out.
Middle is missing.
But I don't know if they're gonna win this this fight with Icon. Oh, he caught up to level 3, so the lane control got out of hand a little bit there for Council Gaming, and Icon got a lot of experience as a result. And he's actually, I think he's gonna be tied with Magnus now. Magnus level 4, level 7 right now. So PL's level 5. Morphin doing a good job to get those levels. The supports were completely out of the lane. About all the supports are level 3 right now. So off lane losing, it looks like, for Nexus. Maybe not losing, but the XP battle at least. And the defensive tri-lane for Nexus is winning that XP battle. A little higher levels than Darken here. And that's got to be because of this Midas. So Morphin going Midas. Taking it late, so... That Midas usually signals a slightly more late game when you're going against... Oh, sorry, I was watching the kills there. When you're going against a Phantom Lancer, you kind of want to go end it early, and I'm surprised that they did an aggressive tri-lane with a slightly different lineup, but we'll see how it goes. melding that Shadow Strike there is Brink in the mid lane. So good play there by TA to dodge that Shadow Strike. It's kind of the same reasoning that Puck is annoying, but it's a whole lot easier on Puck, and it costs no mana to dodge the Shadow Strike, whereas on Templar Assassin it's going to cost you a bit of mana. Looks like Caillou got that illusion rune, so looks like he's winning the rune control battles despite the traps from TA. Good warding from both sides. Blocked the ancient camp actually, so they can't stack it for Luna. Did Council Gaming block that out, so that's pretty smart by them. Because you know that Lunas are going to have their support stacked up when they roll. And Icon uses the Cogs. Split Earth misses, but just barely, and the Cogs doing a lot of damage and draining some mana from those supports. And after the Cogs, maybe if Icon could heal up, they can go back in. But no, still a lot of mana on everybody. And still no first blood at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. And now I'm getting really nervous that I'm going to miss it. Here comes Caillou in the mid lane taking a lot of harass. He's getting pretty low, 275 life compared to a almost full health Quap. Sorry, Templar Assassin. Looks like phase boots are finished on TA. That would be Brink. Treads and the pinks come out in the bot lane. They want Rakudo. Looking for a disrupt there with Sacred. And he's maxing the Shadow Poison. I know when I play Shadow Demon, not that I'm very good at Shadow Demon. As you saw, I got chirped for it at the beginning of this game. I like the max Soul Catcher and Disruption, and then maybe like level 5 get one in Shadow Poison. Just for the vision, for dewarding and stuff like that. But Sacred, I'm sure, knows what he's doing. He's got that Invis rune. I think they know he's here. Yeah, Rakudo hits him in the face with an Illuminate. In the top lane, let's check out Magnus now. What are his last hits? Only at 8 compared to 67 on Morphin and 66 on the PL, so it's a bit of a farm-centric game right now. Both carries doing very well with their last hits. Diffusal almost up. This is not going to be good, I don't think. That Diffusal Blade this quickly on a PL. They probably shouldn't sit on it in jungle. And here comes the pings from Sacred. Looks like he wants to get a nice disruption. The TPs go out. He's going to keep one of them there. Will Icon cancel? No, Icon goes. Rakudo's going to go down. This is going to be the first blood. So Sacred, Shadow Demon picking up that first blood. Didn't even have to use Soul Catcher right there. Edict pop from Combine as well. The TPs go top. I'm not sure why they were here. Maybe because TA showed herself into the lane. So Icon and Rakudo were going to TP up, but only one of them. That patience of that invisibility rune from the supports. I mean, you're not getting any XP anyway, so you might as well just wait around and try to get a play. And that was the first blood. Yeah, puts him up to level 5 now, ahead of both Rakudo, Icon, and Fallen there for Nexus Gaming. Patience is a virtue. The philosophers didn't lie to us. We'll see if there's going to be any action anytime soon, besides that first blood. I don't know, Caillou's living a little dangerously here in the mid lane on no health. One melt hit. It's pretty much donezo. Even an attack with that refraction hit him for 180. That'll hurt you. The pinks come out on Rakudo, the disruption's there. There's the Soul Catcher. It's gonna land Split Earth though, a little too early, but with the with Eyeball Edict and the Spirit Lance, not really gonna matter, but a bit of a miscue there between Combine and Sacred. It's a 2.5 second disruption every time, and I think it's a 3.5 second, or sorry, 0.35 second, yeah, stun delay on Split Earth, so I don't know. You can cast it pretty late. In like 1, 2, and then cast the Split Earth in the direction that the person you think will be running away. If you want to be safe about it. But I'm sure it was just a miscue. I'm sure they land those in their sleep normally. So the Ancient's being stacked up. Looks like, no, maybe not. The ward's still there. And the push on the bot 1, maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's going to come to fruition because Coddle is in the lineup. Against the team that wants to do this pushing. That's just not going to happen. I think Darken here can just farm the jungle, or they can try to get something started top. It's so hard to push against Coddle. It's like the most frustrating thing in the world. If you've been playing Dota recently, you pretty much know how annoying it is. I got Fallen with some wards. No boots yet at 13 minutes, so that kind of sucks when you're a support to not have any boots. Boots just picked up on Rakudo, but Coddle's on a horse. He doesn't need boots. He's so fast anyways. Check out the supports for Council Gaming. Tranquil Boots already on Leshrac, and Boots 1 on Sacred, the Shadow Demon. So just doing a little bit better in that regard. Check out the gold graph. It is dead even though. Lots of farm and a Midas. Pretty much that Midas being the difference there on Morphin. Dead even on XP and gold right now, despite the 2 kills. And this mid tower might go down, so that'll push Nexus maybe a couple hundred ahead in the gold graph. But again, anyone's game right now, as we've had almost no action in 14 minutes. So Morphin with the Trinkle Boots, Glaive's level 1, picked up drums too, so it looks like he's going to be able to jungle. Maybe he'll just get a BKB pretty quickly, free farm in the jungle, and then roam, or try to push some aggression against that PL. And here comes an RP just on Caillou, skewering back into the tower. Here it comes, but the blink out isn't going to be fast enough. Queen of Pain was just killed. Disruption there by Sacred. Combine too early on the Split Earth again, but Falling going to go down anyway. It doesn't matter. Sacred's level 6. Demonic Purge used. Rakuto throws an Illuminate, but it's not going to be enough to kill anybody. Throws a bit of harass, stops the push, stops the aggression. But that was good trade there for Council Gaming, despite that Split Earth not landing. But the top tower maybe going to be pushed. A drum charge even used on Morphin and the creep to get this thing down. Will the last hit come in? Will Fortify be used? No, it won't. And Morphin last hits that top tower. And he's going to get out of there just fine. Actually, he's just going to stay there. But maybe Rakuto going to go down. The trap not able to be popped. The tower takes it out before Brink could use it. And Morphin continues to push top. The tier 1 still standing for Nexus Gaming right now. It's being pushed by Darken slightly, but he doesn't have a Bastard and Aquila. And here comes Rubik. Rubik's pretty good counter push too. That Fade Bolt does a lot of damage, reduces the damage of the creep. So your creeper going to push out a little bit more. So nice tower trade. So I don't know, probably even again. We got the tower on the top traded for 2 supports, or a mid and a support in the mid lane. So now 500 gold advantage for the Dire. It's going to be creeping back towards even as the farm continues and that tower goal kicks in. But here's the biggest thing at this point in the game would be that 1,500 XP in favor of Council Gaming. The TP's come to the bot lane. Demonic Purge used on Fallen. He's not level 6. He can't steal it. He's going to go down. More than likely, Soul Catcher lands on a creep, but it's not needed. Demonic Purge, damage procs after 6 seconds. I think 5. Gosh, so close. And that proc damage from Demonic Purge is gonna pick up that kill there on Fallen, the Rubik. Let's see, level 6, almost level 7 now is Clockwork. He's got the hook. He's got really nothing else to show for it though. Looks like Rakuto disconnects from the game, so we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a pause. I also should note, I normally have a co-caster, Callie, so if you're like, wow, this guy really sucks at casting, solo is not my forte, but I'm working on getting better at it, so if you want to leave any comments, or if you're watching this now, just throw comments on any other video. Let me know how I'm doing, how I can improve. I don't know how much more background information I have on either of these teams. Or CEVO. Oh yes, CEVO Season 2 registration will open, I think on the 25th, or sometime around then. A week or 2 after you watch this match, once it's posted. The playoffs will start, registration for Season 2 opens. I guess the 8 teams are going to qualify for main. So main's going to be a smaller division in Season 2, as CEVO used to be, CEVO Open Main, and I think Premier was like professional gaming back in the day. So the 8 teams will qualify for main, and then registration opens for open. And I think you can get invited to main if you can, if you got enough street cred, you can just get straight into main. And also, if you're from Europe and you're watching this and you're like, man, I want to play in CEVO, I want to be like Black and play in CEVO for some reason, you will be able to sign up because it will be a CEVO Open for Europe. So that'll all be starting in a week or 2, that registration. And I think I already mentioned the playoffs will be starting on the 25th and be Tuesday and Thursday. So 2 games, 2 BO3s a week. So the playoffs are going to take some time, but it'll be fun because we'll be able to watch every last bit of it and get to know these teams, these amateur, professional amateur, whatever you want to call them, players. Some pretty good quality Dota coming out from the top 8 teams, probably even the top 16 teams, honestly. Lots of pings going on. No one's drawn on the map, so I'm a little disappointed. So Templar Assassin's got the phase. Looks like she's saving for a blink. We see, or I've been seeing, at least in the professional scene, Templar Assassins have started skipping that blink dagger and just going for a Yasha. I don't know what you want to call it, like battle TA. The extra armor, that extra attack speed, and that movement speed makes her, you know, pretty good. Blink, obviously, you can position a little better, get a surprise or escape easier, but that extra armor from the Yasha does a lot. So you can Yasha BKB and just have a bigger presence in team fight than just blinking and picking someone off. So but it looks like she is going to go for blink. So maybe blink and then Yasha, I don't know. Quick item check while this is all. So mana boots and 800 gold. So working towards the blink there is break in that off lane. Again, Icon's got really nothing. Probably going to get mana boots as well. Caillou doing pretty well. Looks like he is probably time to go to net worth. He's 4th for net worth right now. It's like, I don't know what you're going to rush. You can rush a BKB. It's pretty common on Quap. Give you more teamfight presence. You can run around, get 3 or 4 screams off in a Sonic Wave with better positioning. But you can also just get a quick Lincolns or rush a Sheep or rush an Ags or, you know, pretty much whatever. Or an Orchid. I mean, there's pretty much every intel item in the game you can get on Quap. Morphin's got that Yasha already. He's got that Midas, Tranquil, and Drums. So he's a pretty strong. He's level 12, level 2 alt. So maybe look for Nexus to take a fight here pretty soon. Rikudo's got nothing. Looks like he's working towards a headdress into a mech. Check out Darkin. I saw he had a Diffusal Blade. Diffusal Blade looks like he's working towards a Yasha now, and he's got those Tranquils up. Said there's a disruption here onto Morphin, so maybe Morphin gonna go down here. Gonna use a drum charge just to run, but the Diabolical Edict and the damage from Sacred, too much, taking him out. A double trap here onto Caillou. RP is up. It's gonna be used on just Icon, maybe. Where's the skewer to the side? Just throwing a Shockwave. Darkin's here as well. Actually, everyone's here now for Council Gaming. Split Earth is thrown, not gonna land. Alright, I'm not trying to use Smooth Drag. That was a joke, if you're watching my camera work. Alright, so Brink almost has that blink. And Break, 900 gold. He's about 1,200 away from that as well. And Darkin, pretty close to a Yasha here, just about 200 gold. Actually, not even. I think he's got it now. And there's that Blink Dagger purchased now by Blink. TP's into the mid lane, so it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 heroes here for Nexus. And going against 4 of Council Gaming. But Council Gaming does that have RP. Gets picked up before he can use it. Is he going to try to use it? He uses it just on Morphin. Goes to retreat. Nice hook in by Icon. Icon are going to go down instantly. Maybe not. Going to go down at all. And Brink, the cogs. Morphin with the double kill. That level 2 ultimate doing a lot of damage there. A nice hook in by Icon. Able to lift through that, actually. That's what bracers are for, boys and girls. That extra tank ability, and the push continues after that 4-man wipe. And we'll check out the golden XP graph in a little bit after it kicks in. Meanwhile, PL gonna stay bot and just continue to push. He's got that Yasha finished. You can bring it out to him at any time. But we lose 2 towers. The mid-tier 1 went down right after that, pretty much team wipe. And I think the mid-tower, how many drum charges we got left? 1 drum charge, and it was one was just using that fight. The TP comes in from Magnus, and they're gonna run, even though RP is down. But pretty low health, pretty low mana. Just want to get out of there. Don't make a 1v4. Actually, I don't think anyone died. Maybe Rubik. I'm not sure. Alright, we'll check out that graph now. So yeah, the Dire swinging ahead in gold, about 1.5k or 1600. And XP back down to even from about a 4k advantage. So that teamfight middle, very strong. But PL, man, he's that late game carry that's going to make all the difference, really. No one really outcarries PL, to be honest. People say Void because he's got the Chronosphere, but if you don't Chronosphere the right one, you're pretty much done. Just a right-clicking battle, I mean, Phantom Lancer's going to win against anybody. Especially if he's got a Manta, so he starts with 2 illusions and that juxtapose chance that works on the illusions for Manta. That's pretty unreal. You can get him so fast. And looks like that's going to be 2 more levels that'll be maxed out. 3 more levels will have... so 5 more levels he'll have his maximum probability of getting all those illusions. Spirit Lance used here on Icon. Demonic Purge is going to go as well. I think Icon is going to drop here. Soul Catcher lands. He's got 299 health. Spirit Lancers are global. They'll follow you across the map even if you TP. So he hooks to a friendly creep to try to escape, but he goes down anyways. Maybe it was an enemy creep. Whatever. So Morphin got the ultimate orb up. Finished the Yasha. He's gone Manta as well. Make it a little harder for PL to just right click him down. Same thing with TA. Or at least a little extra confusion. Yeah, I think you can Manta the Spirit Lance. If he throws it on you, just Manta.
Radiant's middle tower
Looks like TA just took out the Ancients there. Brink taking out the Ancients. Farming, what is he farming? He's got that Blink Dagger, now he's going that BKB. Alright. Opting to go that route. Looks like the Ancients have not been taken out. A Sentry put in there just to block the stacking. We saw Morphin go down as he was trying to clear him. So, Council Gaming prioritizing keeping Luna away from the Ancients, allowing PL to farm. But, as we can see from the net worth, we've got about a 1,000 gold lead in net worth from Morphin for Nexus Gaming. And she's got the bigger ult, or he rather, has that bigger mid-game ult. So once they hit level 16, maybe look for them to fight again, or just now, we still have a drum charge and a level 2 ult. The Manta is done, so 20-minute Manta, drums, Tranquil Boots. About time to turn those Tranquil Boots into, I guess, Treads or Phase. Here we go, we find Darken, but I don't think we have any reveal. Let's see, Icon walking around. He's got those Mana Boots now. Fallen's got the Dust, so he comes in here with the Dust. My Dota is playing music now for some reason, so that's fun. Right before this team fight. And it's only getting loud.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, it finally stopped. Looks like
cause for celebration.
that was weird. Sorry about that.
Radiant's bottom
Rakudo
tower
throwing
is
an Illuminate to
under
keep this
attack.
wave pushing at this tower. Looks like the Manta was popped just to get this bot tier 1. The pings come out from Per. He picked up Sacred. He kept him there, but RP is up. Level 10 RP going to be leveled up to level 2 pretty soon. About half a level there for break. We got all 5 down here, it looks like. Well, Kayu's still in the mid lane.
Top tower is under attack.
So buying Kayu some space. Let's see what he's going. So it looks like he will be going the Ags. Gives you a little bit more pushing power. You can just use your ult to clear creep. It's only like a 45-second cooldown, so it's not really that big of a deal. Also amazing for team fights. Get yourself a really extended team fight. Find yourself using your ult twice, as well as getting off about 5 screams if you got the mana for it. Everyone from Nexus rotates. Looks like they're gonna see which tier 2 tower is lower. Probably gonna rotate as a team to try to get that mid tower. Or maybe just opt to farm up that jungle. Let's see what Fallen just picked up. Looks like he picked up a Bracer and a TP. And Morphin continuing to push the top lane. Darken in the bot lane on the PL, also pushing that out. So, Council Gaming able to get 1 tower. Actually, he's farming the jungle.
Top tower is under attack.
Whereas Nexus Gaming has got 3 towers, so pushing, I don't know, maybe a slightly more mid-game lineup, but it's really scary pushing against a Magnus. He can get that big RP, that'll be a game changer. As the game is pretty close, we got the Dire, Nexus Gaming. Finally, the first team with, I guess, a big lead here. Seeing like 3.5k gold advantage, 1,000, about maybe just 500 XP advantage now. I'm gonna try to find Darken, but those aren't real, those are just illusions. He's actually down here by the bottom tier 2 tower. Oh, he's going hard. So Yasha hard. He's got that Reaver up. He's got the Vite booster and 8 gold, so just another 1,200 gold, and he's got a heart. And maybe they're gonna look to turn on this mid-game aggression. Get a nice big RP there from Break, and just the harass coming out from the Spirit Lances and the illusions that aren't gonna go down so easily once Darken's got that heart. But the waves continuing to be a nuisance from Rakudo. And 200 last hits now at 23 mil. Oh my god. Wow, 200 last hits for both carries pretty much at 24 minutes. So neither of them letting their team down, performing their role quite adequately. Just farming out of control right now. I was watching a friend's normal queue game earlier, and that's all their high of the net worth was at 50 minutes, was like 13k, so I don't know, it just shows you the different levels of skill in Dota 2, which is why it's a great game. Alright, so Caillou, the Quap, using a bit of split push and power here. With that blink and a TP, she can just blink in the trees, pretty much get away. Although skewering through trees and dropping traps in the trees, it won't be 100% guaranteed get away, but still pretty good chances. And Caillou pushing out that bot lane, gonna be getting a lot of damage, just a couple of hits here on this bottom tier 2. The siege though will continue to do work until it's cleared out. We got TPs, pings to defend the top tower from Nexus as Darkin is getting pretty close. Darkin himself backs off, sends his illusions to die to an Illuminate. But what are you gonna do? Trying to split push. PL's homeboys on the other team. He doesn't have Coddle this game. Makes it hard. So it looks like we got 3 top. Got that defensive tri-lane from earlier back in the home turf, that top lane, looking to push down the top tier 2 for Council Gaming. It is sitting about 4/5 health, I guess. Now here come the TPs. We still got Caillou and Icon are in the mid lane. Icon's obviously got the hook and Caillou's got the blink, so they're fairly mobile to get over there. Or come from the side as maybe these 3 bait the other team into a team fight. Pings come out from Sacred. The rune ward spots them. They ping up and they back off. Not going to get baited into a fight that they don't want to take. They're pretty much better off in the defensive posture right now. Just a better chance. We got the blink finished on break, so a better chance for a fat RP skewer back into the tower and just turn the momentum of this game that is slightly in favor of Nexus right now. See if they can get it done. Oh, picked up his break. He's going to get burst down a little bit. Morphin's got to be careful not to commit and get caught in an RP here. Nice defensive disruption. Looks like we got Caillou coming in from the bot, taking out that Leshrac quite easily. Sacred going to go down now too. One more attack. Caillou with the triple kill now. We're chasing. Oh, there's a blink out. And here comes the pings. We got Fallen chasing what looks to be Darkin here. His Doppel walked up. He's going to be pretty fast. And it looks like they don't have Reveal, or the Dust was already used. Dust and Icon stash right now. Morphin pushing down the bot tower. A ton of damage. Cogs, so spammable and so strong these days now that they take out health. Which is the reason Clockwork is coming back into competitive play. Those Cogs had a humongous buff. Not only do they last like 2 seconds longer at each level, they now drain a ton of health and mana. Well, they always took mana, but now they take health. Looks like we got a disconnect from break. So I could say a little bit more about FMBP Dota, Callie and I. I'm Joey. I don't know if I even introduced myself this game. We've been casting for about 2 months with like a 1-month break for all the holidays, and I moved. But it got like 81 subscribers now, and we said if we get to 100, we'll give out a random item set. Or not a random item set. We've got some stuff. We got a package deal ready to hand out once we get to 100 subscribers randomly to one of the 100 subscribers. So if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, or you like what you're seeing and you want to subscribe, head over there and click subscribe. We don't stream. Our computers are way too crap right now, but hopefully that changes soon. Yeah, so we can start streaming our games, streaming our play. We're not so bad ourselves, but casting is quite fun. I want to stream it. I want to have some live viewers. And that's that. Break back in the game. We'll see what Nexus decides to do here. Maybe back off and take a Roche. Wouldn't be the worst idea. But, again, with Magnus up, it's scary to go get cornered like that. They could smoke through. They're going to have to drop wards and sentries at these choke points if they want to take a Roche, which wouldn't be a bad option right now. It looks like we can put that off a little because Nexus here can wait for that 70 seconds for Eclipse. So Morphin going to farm for 70 seconds, and we'll see him group back up. And they're definitely going to come for this mid tower or for this bot tower. If Morphin doesn't just get one himself, as looks like Council Gaming maybe trying to put on some aggression in the mid lane. Realizing they're pretty strong now. PL's finished his heart, Yasha. Diffusal still with looks like 6 charges, so he's pretty strong himself. And Empower, let's not forget that. I'm not sure if the juxtaposed PLs start with Empower. Let's see, 157. Yeah, they don't get it. So like, that would be ridiculous. Let's see, Morphin's sitting at his Ancients here, gonna farm him up. Little bit of farming here. Got that BKB finished. Looks like he's actually already used it once, probably in the fight. Yeah, at the fight at the tier 2 tower, he used his first charge. A 10-second BKB doing work. And looks like there are some pings on Roche there from Nexus. They're maybe going to try to do it. Darkin's got his illusions over there. Yeah, Illusion just going to scope it out. It's going to be hard to do it against PL. And Magnus, obviously, very scary with that blink skewer. Got a nice ward here to watch some movement of the carries between mid and top lane to farm, so they can keep tabs on Darkin just a little bit better. And another one here by the Roche Pit, and a sentry dropped as well to de-ward. But no wards or sentries on the other side, which is really what they need if they're going to try to take a Roche. They're going to need him here, and maybe even here. I guess if you want to be cheap, you can just put it here. And in the mid lane, Fallen, he stole Refraction, so he took away a lot of damage from that, but a big black hole by Blink. Looks like that was on 2 people, gonna get maybe 3. I don't know, Morphin's in here too, he pops his level 3 ult, he's auto-attacking away, pop that BKB up. Break, gonna go down, and still fighting continues in the mid lane. Caillou chasing people, blinking over, running through the jungle. The pinks come out, Morphin being chased down by Brink now. Looks like Darkin's still up, so 2 for 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Everyone's gonna back out of there. So support and an offlaner for a support and an offlaner on both teams. Very even trade. I guess RP was used though. But I'm pretty sure we're cooldown. It'll be back up soon. Maybe Rakuto gonna go down. Brink blinks in, and Darkin gonna get it with the Spirit Lance. So Darkin now dominating, sitting at 4-0. Morphin only 3-1. Caillou also 3-1. Rakuto 0-4. So everyone hates Coddle these days, man. I'm sure the goal is to kill Coddle if you're console gaming. That also, I mean, not just because Coddle's annoying and everyone hates him, but he thwarts the push. So if you pick off that Coddle, you can really stage a better team fight, an aggressive team fight at a tower, push a tower. And as we see, Coddle goes down, they get a mid tower. But pretty low levels, so he's level 9. He's gonna respawn already, so he's already back up. Able to defend. The TP's coming to the mid lane. Looks like everyone is here. Morphin can use those Trinket Boots to heal up a little bit. And there he uses them. Looks like he's going to head to the entrance, so they're going to try to do Roche as Council Gaming is a little bit more scattered, but maybe not. We got an Invisor in here from Sacred. If he reads into this, the pings come out, it looks like, from Combine on the Leshrac. He saw someone walk by the sentry, or it was just Observer Ward, and Sacred's going to go scout it out. But there is a sentry down, so he walks up the hill into a sentry. The sentry's there, they could easily pick him off here. Caillou blocks the hook, but I don't think it's going to matter. Sacred, he's defensive disrupted by some time, but I don't think his teammates are coming. A nicely placed cogs there by Icon, and Sacred is picked off. So Curiosity killed the Shadow Demon right there. But I hear Blink and RP, 2-man RP onto Rakuto. The 2 supports falling in Rakuto, but Brink popping that BKB. Morphin popping his BKB. Brink gonna go down to get stuck in the cogs. Caillou and Morphin just right-click him down. Darkin now running away. Combine gonna go down as well. The sentries are all over the place for Darkin, but will Darkin be able to stand up to Morphin? The blows come out. The ult is popped. He gets away. Dust is used. They see him go up the hill. The blink by Caillou. Caillou sees him. One more right click. One more right click. Break. Gonna get away. Gonna get away. One more blink. Will Dust stay long enough? He's trying to do a little bit of body block. Ow! Dust runs out, but he goes down. Morphin gets that last hit. Caillou drops. So another 3-3 trade. But the carry and the semi-carry going down for Council Gaming, so Nexus arguably getting the better trade in that. And the kill's now 15-3 in favor of Council Gaming, but the gold and XP advantage is very much in favor. I wish these would go away. Disruption here onto Sacred. Sacred going to go down again, so I guess it kind of makes it a 4-for-3 trade. Sacred dying twice in that, but as I was saying before, the kills still in favor of Council Gaming by 1, but 7,500, almost 8k advantage. In gold for Nexus Gaming, and about a 7k advantage in XP, so everyone is crashing. Oh, we got a butterfly, that beautiful item there, finished up on the Luna. Which I feel like could maybe use a rework. I don't know. The icon looks a little dated. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Got the items here. Got that mechanism finished. It's probably been there for a while. Looks like maybe going towards a pipe or just tranquil boots here. Just Keeper of the Light. Caillou picking up some huge kills here. He's got 3,000 gold. He can just buy a BKB pretty much. Nah, actually not. He's pretty close to BKB. Another 1,000 or so. And the Ag Scepter. Archon working towards the Ags to make that cooldown on his ult. 12 seconds. Looking teammates to get into Roche. Roshan. Pretty much maybe going to be uncontested. Let's check the cooldown here on RP. 30 seconds. Yeah. Roshan's going to be uncontested. The pings come out from Brink, but it's not going to matter. Roshan goes down at 32-48. And looks like Morphin is going to pick that up. Looks like, yeah, DD. That's why that went so fast. The item check was Fallen God. He's got Smoke and Dust. About all the 5 rolls ever going to get. Pretty much. The Manta is finished now on Darken the PL. Sacred, again, supporty role. Interesting Null Talisman choice. I'm not sure why he's got that instead of a Bracer or something. But anyway, Wars and Sentries on Sacred. Brink got the Blink BKB with 9-second BKB still left. That Blink Dagger and Bottle, and sitting on 500 gold. So not really going to be able to buy anything else massive soon. Blink Dagger, Mana Boots, and it looks like we're going drums? Yeah, I guess drums on break. And finally, last but not least, I guess is the saying, here on Combine. Looks like he's getting an Ogre Club to tank up. Probably just going to get a BKB with that. But that's not going to stop that right-clicking from Luna. Ghost Scepter at 1,600 might be the better option. He just hit 1,600. Let's see if he spends his gold. But probably smarter to save for buyback at this point. He's the only one that has it, actually, in the entire game. Rakudos is on cooldown, and no one else has enough gold. Back to the net worth here. Morphin on the Luna at 1, 20,000. Phantomancer 17. Caillou 10. Caillou should be higher. Maybe he has an item not on him right now. And the push to the tier 2 tower in the bot lane comes. Caillou summoned in there by Rakudo to that Coddle. Not only is he very fast and able to rotate between lanes and defend pushes, he can also... You can have the split pushing Quap go down the side lane and then just be recalled. Continue to push as a team in the bot lane. So just that split pushing really annoying. And pretty much no split push. I mean, I guess TA is the same. With Blink and Melds, you can pretty much get away from most things. Split push the side lanes and just blink and run back. And a lot of push coming from Leshrac, but he can't be anywhere alone, so it's not like he can go Diabolical Edict to tower and just get away. Oh, we got RP just on Caillou, but an amazing, or actually not an amazing disruption. Dodges him out of the RP. BKB is popped. Looks like RP was stolen there by Rubik and used on 2 people. Darkin getting pretty low. Darkin maybe going to go down. Caillou is already down, but Darkin goes. Now Brink being chased. Morphin pretty low, but he's got Aegis and Boots of Travel, I guess, for even more pushing. The bot tier 2 tower goes. Darkin buys back. He TP's in. Aegis is popped. The cogs are there. Looks like the cogs may hit Darkin once, but I don't think we have any reveal, do we? Double kill there by Morphin. It's like he got Combine or with the glaive. And the chase continues on Morphin. Morphin get a TP out. They don't have any stuns? They're probably mad at Break there for that skewer. Maybe just a little rush. That was kind of weird. He like turned around and went the wrong way. So a bit of a misclick. That would have been a pretty good pickoff, or the best trade they could have made. Actually going even on kills in that encounter. Forced a buyback by Darkin. Morphin didn't... Oh, he died. He dropped the Aegis. But the bot tier 2 tower is down. And now Nexus only has to deal with this middle tower here. 362 health, so it won't really stand a chance for much longer. But breaking that tier 3 is going to be another story. They don't have the Aegis. They might have to sit back and farm for another, looks like, 5 or 6 minutes, and that's just going to allow PL to get even bigger, and he hurts. He's got that Manta, he's got the Heart, and he's got Diffusal. Can out-diffuse at a level 2, actually, now. Maybe he's waiting to use that one last charge before doing so. Morphin taking the other team's Ancients. No ultimate right now, so if he is cut, he may go down, even if it's support. Nah, probably not. Gonna need TA at least, and the supports to bring down Morphin at this point, but let's see. Caillou dodges the shockwave, blinks over to the ground. Disruption onto Morphin. Morphin's own illusions are pretty bad. He pops his own illusions to deal with them. And they're pretty tanky as well. Or at least Eve 80, with a 35% evasion. Mask of Madness, or sorry, Helm of Dominator now. For that lifesteal, some extra survivability coming out. Probably just going to go straight Satanic. He's actually already got it. if he wants it. 3,800. Maybe just saving for buyback. Rubik's still on boots 1 here. Caillou with dust. He's got the reveal. Mid tower still 362 health, and the push maybe going to continue. Some pings come out onto onto Icon here from the enemy team. I guess warning the rest of Council about the possibility of it hooking by Icon. Let's see if he's got Ags yet after these towers. He looks like he just needs a Blade of Alacrity, and he'll have that Ags and 600 gold, unless it's on the courier now. Looks like we have a sheep stick on Caillou coming out. That's why his net worth is so low. Or not. What is that for? Yeah, those are for Caillou. That's why his net worth is so low. He's got those big items on the courier to hold dust and TPs. Offensive disruption, but a big 3-man RP, 4-man RP by Brink. Is it stolen? Maybe it was, I'm not sure. Double kill, godlike Morphin popping out Eclipse, getting kills, no big deal. Let's see what he's stolen. Nothing stolen actually by Fallen. Fallen now steals what looks to be probably Spirit Lance, the only actual, or a Doppelwalk, but Spirit Lance. Yeah, Spirit Lance. He actually makes his own little Rubik's that juxtaposes himself. It's pretty funny. But either way, Caillou, I don't know, blinking and screaming some creep. Gonna get that mid-tier 2 tower. It is down now. And now Nexus. It's gonna be the hardest part of the game for him here is to push this high ground. But they got 20 seconds to do it. They can probably get this tower. Maybe not. They need another creep wave here. It's gonna be cleared out pretty quickly by Psyblades and SPL. I guess really they got a minute. I mean, Magnus isn't really too much of a threat. His Empower is pretty dangerous on the carries, but no RP. And we can see how hard these illusions are for the supports and Caillou to kill. Speaking of Caillou, what's he need? 900 gold for an ultimate orb to get his sheep stick? That'll help out a lot. Sheep that Magnus won't be able to get that RP off if he's got good positioning. Or let it get off. Let the RP go off. Sheep him so Rubik can steal it if he, again, survives the RP or has good positioning. But probably going to wait 60 seconds here for Luna's ult to be back up before they fight. Maybe even 3-4 minutes for the next Roshan here. And that could be the fight. If they contest Roshan, either team, that could be the fight that really decides the outcome of this game. Checking out that gold graph. 14k advantage now for the Dire in both XP and gold. So since about, it was a pretty long while ago, but the 20-minute mark is really when things got going, and a pretty big lead around 25 minutes, so it's been a slow and steady game. So Morphin gonna send his Mantle Illusions just to push down that top lane. Yeah, I'll head him back to base. Let's see what he's got. He's got a Demon Edge now. So maybe going MKB. Yeah, probably going MKB. Since Butterfly is up on Luna, he needs the MKB so he doesn't dodge. Or Luna doesn't dodge, rather. So pretty much smart item choice there. The 100 mini bash proc gonna do a lot of damage as well. Now Morphin in the bot lane. I don't know how he even got here. TP'd, I guess, or got recalled. He's gonna farm the enemy jungle as he retreats out. Or as the Nexus moves in, puts down some wards. Just, yeah, everyone farming the jungle, living it up. Darkin pushing 2 lanes right now. He's got his PL illusions pushing the mid lane while himself and some more PL illusions pushing out the top. 1800 gold, so he needs another 1200 gold for 2 javelins to get that MKB, and that'll be pretty nice. 4 staff here and Coddle, he's gonna be pretty hard to kill. I don't think we have a gem out yet. Oh no, just opting to buy dust. Oh, here's the gem. Gem Sheepstick now finished. On to Caillou. Caillou at looks like 12,000 net worth now. There's a smoke on the courier. It looks like they're pinging to smoke up here on the platform.
Incoming!
This mini mountain here. I don't know why that's even there. It drives me nuts. They need to rework this cliff so it doesn't look so ridiculous. Like, you can put the words here. Or can I draw on that? No. It doesn't matter. The smoke from Nexus coming out. The lines drawn on the map. Icon just figured out how to do that, by the way. So you can make fun of him in the comments for that. But I believe that was Fallen drawn on the map, actually.
Consequence.
So they're going for a smoke gank. Try to pick off probably Magnus. He's gonna be what thwarts the push the most. Here they go, here they go. They're gonna find him. Can they get picked up and can he get bursted down? There's no wards up there, but there is actually a radiant ward, so they know they're there. They're not fooled by this, so good warding there. By council, putting it right there, expecting the other team to run through.
And it's off.
And I think the pings are coming out. They know the ward's there. I guess they knew it anyway, because Caillou was with them as they ran by. Traps as well up there to scout it out. BKB Tranquil's finished now on Mushrak, so he's going to be able to pump out a lot of damage with the Diabolical Edict. No points in ultimate yet. He doesn't really... He's got a pretty big mana pool now. I think scaling the ultimate to level 2 wouldn't be a bad idea for his next 2 levels. If he gets the opportunity to get that far. Just running around with that BKB on Edict and your Pulse Nova, just doing tons of damage. But it's not going to hurt Morphin. He's got a BKB, he's got an MKB as well, just in case PL decides to go that item, Butterfly. Check if we got any other BKBs. I think just Morphin. Caillou not even going to get one, but he's really tanky with this Aghanim Scepter. He's got the Sheep Stick, and Roshan has spawned. So Nexus gonna take pretty much uncontested Rosh. They got really nice wards for this Roshan in both spots that you're going to want them when you're doing Rosh. No sentries to see if they're smoking, but not really necessary. I don't think Council Gaming could really even afford to fight outside their base. And here's the update. Dust of Appearance is on the ground, and it looks like Dust of Appearance. It's amazing.
Oh dear, poor Roshan has fallen afoul
That's so
of
awesome.
the dire.
I hope they do it for every item.
Incoming.
Oh, okay, sorry. They actually need to change gems. I thought they need to change gems logo, because the gem that drops on the ground, the model looks really nothing like the gem of True Sight picture. But minor details, it's just nice to be able to tell that it's a gem that has dropped on the ground, and it's not just a chest. Well, Valve also needs to release a new hero already. I know, we're all getting pretty antsy. It's gonna be Tauren Chieftain, Skywrath Mage, or what? I honestly want Tauren Chieftain more than Skywrath. Skywrath I never really played in Dota 1, but he seems annoying, and I don't really want to play against him. And the push is coming for the 2-3s from Nexus. They got the Aegis. It is now on Morphin. Morphin, MKB, Butterfly, BKB, Manta, and Boots of Travel, so pretty much a full build for him. Icon's got that Ags now. He looks like he's holding the Helm of the Dominator from Luna.
Has that ever been cause for
And Morphin can pretty much buy anything. He can buy back and still buy a Satanic after he drops his Aegis. But that Siege for the Moonglaves coming out here. I think Break's the person to watch in this team fight. Looks like he might be going Refresher. He's got that Robe of the Magi. I finished the drums that I mentioned much earlier in this game. BKB looks like Desolator, Brink working toward. MKB finished on Darkin here. Split Earth is thrown, not going to land on anybody. Push continues. I mean, I think Caillou's Sheepstick is going to be the biggest impact here. The biggest impact item. Despite all the extra damage for both carries, that Sheepstick's really going to make the difference.
Boom, there it goes. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the siege continues from Coddle. This is another reason Coddle's annoying. This is just so annoying. I never want to play against him ever again. So Morphin charging the hill. Gets his Manta illusions out. They get bursting out pretty instantly. He's disrupted. Is Break gonna try to set up for an RP? No, he just throws out a shockwave. Morphin gets pretty low. He doesn't have that lifesteal anymore. He's gonna go down, actually. The illusions from Shadow Demon are very strong because Morphin is very strong. TA not very close to her Dusso. Ult is thrown just to clear that wave, like I mentioned earlier. That's only 45 seconds. They can just go ahead and wait. It's like someone's being recalled in by Rakuto. Probably going to be Morphin. I think he went to heal. Yeah, and here comes Morphin. It just pops out of nowhere. They maybe need to have Caillou push that mid lane, so they kind of, or top, so that the supports and the carries from Council kind of have to split up to deal with it. But maybe Nexus thinks they can win head on here. The wave is immediately cleared again. And the siege continues. Icon maybe going to be actually the person to watch here. See if he gets a big hook on anyone. He doesn't have any vision right now. The vision's still on Caillou, so if he hooks Darkin and he's in there and you can't see him, it's going to be pretty much no good. Someone was put under here. Looks like it was Morphin again. RP, 3-man RP skewer back up to the high ground. Icon comes in with the TP, BKB, and Morphin pops it up. He's got no lifesteal now, no tank ability. Shadow Demon goes down, Morphin drops. He still has the Aegis though. Aegis is popped. Kudo buys back. So Morphin's gonna have to run, maybe. Can he fight Darkin here? Oh, Fallen steals that RP, 2-man RP onto Darkin. Morphin doing as much damage as he can at the tower. He's taking a lot of damage, but doesn't matter. There's the double kill. The Glaze taking out both Break and Darkin. And now maybe they can sit to take this tower. I don't know who was holding. I think Icon was holding the Helm of the Dominator. Unfortunately, he died, so he can't hand it back now. But the tier 3 tower looks like it's gonna go. Probably the Rax too. There is buyback on Morphin, so he'll probably suicide for this if he has to.
I don't believe it.
That's the bot backs. The meld hit's evaded. Lucent Beam used. No refraction on Blink. Blink goes down. Split Earth lands on Morphin. Combine gonna be able to get away. Rakudo's finally arrived back. Man on horse runs down. Looks like they're gonna try to go for the mid tower, the mid racks. Morphin just does so much damage right now. I think they can get it easily. Only Combine and Sacred left. Leshrac and Shadow Demon, the two supports for Council Gaming. Not gonna be able to defend this. And the mid-Rax goes down. That's 2 lanes of Rax. They maybe will even rotate top. There's still 40 seconds, and here comes the rotation top. A buyback by Darkin. Maybe he just had the money for it. One ultimate takes out Sacred, no problem. Disrupted, though, is Caillou, and maybe Caillou going to go down to this. No Split Earth lands. Spirit Lance wasn't enough to keep him there, and the Cogs by Icon defensively to back some people off. So that's 2 lanes of Rax quite quickly at the 50-minute mark. Or 49-minute mark, rather. Check the row. Should be like 3-4 minutes. Looks like this might be an all or nothing push into the mid lane. We got RP up. Brink and Sacred will be back momentarily. Empower put onto Darkin here. Gonna try to get this. Blinking. I'm making words. Blink Dagger on Rubik. Fallen picks that up.
I feel like a broken record.
The mid-tier tower, Diabolic Edict used. It's pushed down from Council Gaming. It really is pretty much their time's all or nothing with the pushing power coming out. I mean, 2 racks down, it's still winnable with their lineup, especially with that big RP. Darkin pretty strong. If he can get some big hits on Morphin and Morphin goes down early, or while Darkin is still up and maybe Brink, they could win a team fight. And it's this late in the game that people are dead for a long time, but buybacks on literally everybody. Icon, Morphin, and Caillou. Well, actually, no. Caillou just bought something big. What's he got now? Looks like he's going for an Orchid. He's got an Oblivion Staff. Just another way to shut down that RP. I'm surprised that Orchid wasn't built earlier, actually. It's really a great way. A somewhat cheap item to shut down that RP possibility. Or even at Ools. You can Ools after the skewer in, or during the skewer, and he'll get skewered before he can RP, and then you just kind of move out of the area, because obviously you can't kill him. So Ools is a little risky. You can find yourself getting caught in an RP anyways, but that Orchid, that amplify damage after the fact, is a pretty good way to make sure RP doesn't get off. And they find Darkin. Darkin, RP used by Fallen, it was still there. He's going to get bursted down. Icon comes in, TP into a friend, or... Oh, nice Cogs there. The Cogs actually get the kill. So Darkin's picked off. He's got no buyback, as we saw him buy back to defend his top racks here. And looks like this is going to be the final push. The GG comes out. So it looks like... I said at the beginning of this game the winner of this game goes to playoffs, so I'm pretty sure this Nexus Gaming will be in the playoffs. Council Gaming, depending on who loses the other round 8 matches, that there's still a few to be played tonight. Actually, a lot going on right now, so maybe they can still make it in. We'll see. Icon hooking in. And the GG's all around. The DCs come out. Yeah, so that's all I got for you. It was a good game. It was a little slow, but some nice plays. Break with a big RP here. Probably going to DC after that. You got a couple 4-man RPs that were going to be huge, but since the Aegis, that Roche control, more map control from Nexus, those RPs weren't as painful.
The Dire now have Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, and I'm just going to stop this recording.
That Radiant's middle tower